Well, we're back out here on what looks like the last delightfully cool autumnal type morning for a while. We're headed back to the mid 90s for highs, and I'm not excited. So we're going to take advantage of that, get up here to the third floor, as you can see, and take care of this back, what will become a bedroom here for the guest suite. And there's a bunch of lumber up here from when they rebuilt this wall a little while ago, and we should be able to repurpose a bunch of it. Unfortunately, it is too short for this wall because they had the bracing further back, but we can reuse it on the rest of the perimeter. We got a washer dryer over there by the stairs. There's a closet over here, so those plates will definitely be handy that look like they're 16 feet long. And the 12 footers that we got downstairs just reach the top of the rafters. So we'll get this sorted out, see exactly what we got, and get things figured out. I guess starting probably with the tall wall makes sense. And there's a fire truck somewhere nearby. Interesting. Well, doing a little minor demolition. Looks like we got some more newspapers to read up here. Again, seems to work pretty well as underlayment. Last time they were from 1950. I would suspect a similar age. Also had to do a little plaster demolition, and of course it fell right down the stairs where we cannot get because that last step's a doozy. Also was checking this wall out, and because it's mostly new, it is pretty darn plumb. These masons do a good job. It's the same company that you see us working with over at the Collapsing Corner Store and other places. 1964, so it is newer. We can do some shopping later.
Funny pictures too.
Oh, good! Comics in color. Nice. Everyday magazine. Oh, it's Post Dispatch this time. Last time it was the Globe Democrat.
$10 tires.
Post Dispatch, founded by Joseph Pulitzer. Pulitzer Prize. So back to what I was saying. It starts to shift out, say, to the right side of the screen to match up with the existing wall. So they kind of feathered that in, and they got really plumb as it went along here. So we were thinking about how to build this, and of course the top is all out of line. So this is not a load-bearing wall. The masonry takes care of that. We're thinking we're just going to put a bottom plate down, run studs up to the rafters, connect them, and that's our wall. It's basically just for drywall insulation and electric. So we're going to check that out and see how it works. Meanwhile, got a bit of a floor repair over here in line with the other floor repairs because that pipe that used to come through. Otherwise, floor up here looks pretty good. Just a little cleanup needed. Oh, and I'm not sure if we pointed this out in the previous video. I think we did. A lot of times, I would expect that to be a wood-framed knee wall. They actually ran the brick all the way up to the underside of the rafters that then cantilever out. So that's neat to see. This house has just so many goodies with being built in, we're not even sure how many additions. We haven't quite figured it out yet. Maybe one of these days we'll get that determined. Got a little floor repair here before we get too far. I was tapping on those and only one end was actually nailed in place, and they were just little nails, so I pulled them right up with my hand. So we'll cut that other board off, get a piece of subfloor cut to size, patched in place, and And then we can actually start up with the walls. So we got a nice 16-foot plate that was here. Actually straight. That is hard to find on 16-foot 2x4s. Not even twisted. I'll take it. And then those 12-footers work really nicely. So just gonna cut off that board.
Clean first.
Okay, we're gonna clean first. Well, kind of funny that we're going through the effort to use adhesive when the rest of this has none at all, but if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do what we're doing the right way. So nice little fit there. Get some nails, wing shanks, of course, and we gotta turn it on. Yeah, that helps. Okay, now we can put a wall together. So this is mostly pretty straightforward. As you can see, we got them attached up at the top. But here, where there was a rather wide chimney, the rafters were headered around it. When they rebuilt the wall, they took the chimney off at floor level and just put a lintel in, because the chimney's not going to be used anymore, of course. So we're just sticking the 2x4 top plate up there in between. Measure whatever that is, get that. Now the plans do call for the slope ceiling going all the way up to that. That header sticks down, so I don't know, to keep it like that. I'm not a drywall guy, so I don't have to worry about it too much, but I'd recommend maybe putting just a bit of a flat ceiling at maybe around 10 feet or so up there. We'll see how that ends up. Either way, I do really like this space. Alright, we started to make this with 2x6s because a 3-inch vent pipe needs to come through here. And then we realized we can just hold 2x4s off the wall a couple inches. So switch to that, cheaper. So just like the other side, this is just for drywall, electric, insulation, what have you. So just running them up. These rafters are 24-inch on center, so still works out nicely here. So just got a L corner at each end, and then the studs in the middle. So line those up in place, plumb them up. We don't even need to mark, just plumb off of the rafters, and we're good to go. Alright, we haven't been recording much today as we're just getting stuff done. Sometimes you need to just roll along and deal with the pain in the butts that angles are. So getting that closet wall and that half wall together, got that all assembled there. This back wall was funky, it moves around so much. We ended up just flat framing it. It's not finished, as you can see, but hanging down from the rafter, that brick wall is all over the place. And we're gonna end up putting 2x4s behind it to straighten it up. It's not, it is far from the ideal situation here, but sometimes that's what you have on a rehab. And again, non-load bearing, so we can make it nice. It's essentially a flat frame, which we do all the time. Look at that nice half wall going together. So 42-inch total height on that. The doors on this laundry closet are going to be at an awkward height, but we would have been out so far to get a full height door that it's just not worth it. It's a laundry closet, whatever. So, yep, you're a little off there, I think, now, hey? Oh, it didn't even nail in, so. And there will be one more closet over here. Stairs in the way at the moment, so it's kind of the last thing we want to do. You sure you're shooting nails out?
Kind of.
Okay. And we recycled as much of this as we could. These are all twisted and bowed, so they'll be good for like blocking, things like that. Alright, well, that's enough of that. Well, we did not get as much done today as I was hoping for. I am on the struggle bus with a foot problem. More on that later. But stairs and ladders are a particular problem for me. So that's slowing things down. But we're still getting stuff done. So back tomorrow we can definitely wrap up this 2 closets up here. Now back at it the next morning and cut a twisty board there, and it doesn't want to completely untwist, but we'll get it. So carrying on with this closet here, I got the top and bottom on the angle part there, so now just got to infill with some more studs. We got this back part all finished up and running some blocking through on this side at 12 feet. Definitely need the fire blocking, although the funny thing is there's a gap. That's always like that when we're figuring out masonry, but still need the blocking for both fire and that's a long span without anything stabilizing it. So I guess I gotta get some measurements here, and this case just hold them there and mark the angle. That's way easier than even finding what the angle is. I don't need to know what the angle is if I can mark it. So this is, I think we talked about how the door opening here is going to be at a really goofy height, and to get it at a full 6'8" door, we would have been way out and the closet would have just been obnoxiously large. As it is, it's 3 feet deep. That's plenty deep for a washer dryer closet. Oh no. Honestly, I'd consider not actually putting doors in there and maybe just curtains over it or just leaving it open. I don't know. That's not for me to decide. So, yeah, that's what it is. The time has come to eliminate our easy access. We'll have to use that little step ladder there. But with separating these 2 spaces, stairs gotta go, closet goes there, so I don't think there's a whole lot holding those together. It's getting warm up here today. I don't like it. Yep.
Not much hold them.
Nope. Glad we're getting this done before the real heat hits again. We should be sliding into fall. Not getting hot again. Hey, save that. Yeah, maybe a use somewhere. Ready-made stairs.
Next job, I'll save you for.
Yeah. That looks good right there, probably.
Well, in case somebody's
Yeah.
gonna get up
Perfect.
high on the wall.
Yeah, it is a tall wall, so yeah, perfect. Gotta shovel the snow. Bad storm in here. I'm looking forward to snow season again. Hopefully it's good and snowy again like last season. Unlikely. Doesn't snow here anymore.
We'll stuff a hole in the floor.
No, you stuff it through. That's how we get rid of it.
Yeah. Well, I just stuffed in it.
Yeah. It is very foot-sized. So I guess we need a short plate and 4 more studs. Alright, we're as far as we can go in here for the moment. We're gonna head back down, get back to work on the first floor again, because we can't really build this closet over here until we're ready to close up this opening, and we're gonna wait to do that. I don't know if we'll wait till the porch is actually on, but we're gonna wait a little bit, partially because we need an answer if they're intending to keep that sort of collar tie in place or not. And interestingly, it's not even a continuous board. We talk about this all the time, how the it's not built like it used to isn't always a bad thing. That like probably wasn't serving a whole big important purpose. It was probably more of a ceiling type of thing, but kind of funny that it's just 2 pieces. It's always most convenient to have a dumpster on site, but a dumpster close by and a bobcat works almost as well. And handy for spoils disposal from digging the pier holes. There's always those lagging projects that you put off because they're small and you just don't want to deal with them. Like taking the door jamb out here and filling it in. Got a little half wall in the bathroom. Then we need a little wall with a doorway through here, but it steps out. Steps out to go around the step. So grab some measurements, get those put together, get back down out of here before it gets really hot up here, hopefully. There we go. Is this the real Slim Shady? Will it please stand up?
Backwards. Picking it up backwards.
I don't think it was backward. All you had to do was roll it around. You were fine.
The corner's got to go in this one, doesn't it?
No,
Oh.
you were fine. Well, now you're gonna be backward. I said you were fine. Yeah, just like that.
That's alright. It's not going to fit anywhere.
It'll fit fine.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not like that. You need to get it in place. Of course it's not going to fit where you had it.
It's not going to fit here either.
It's measured to fit tight on the second joist out, which is an inch lower than the other joists for whatever reason.
Whatever it is right now, it's hitting.
Well, yeah, you're probably going to have to hit it.
Yeah, but I don't have that thingy here.
Yeah, I told you it would fit fine. Bottom needs a tap. Should go right in. And then it needs a plumb. That right side stud's a little out past the plate, eh? I'm gonna call it right now that it's gonna need to come to the exterior wall on the bottom. Just look like that.
That way?
The other exterior wall.
Good.
Okay, I'll get a.
It's raining now.
Well, now you done did it.
It's raining.
I'll get a level on it. I finally found a good use for this 2x4 end that was clearly sliced and diced by the factory. It's just about perfect for the 11 3/4 inch bottom plate or top plate that I need. It's like they knew. Also, that noise you hear that's coming from next door there. Getting the floors refinished. Can't wait to see those. Hopefully they shine up nice and purty. I think this is about the second biggest wall in the project right here.
It's,
Coming through.
it's heavy too.
Glad you were able to get it yourself.
I was looking for help. Nobody showed up.
Oh, sorry. Not sorry. Yep, looks like it fits.
Yeah, but I think the floor's looking good.
Yeah, well, what's new? Yep. Looks like it'll work.
Yeah, it's right at work.
Well, we got a little city operation going on out here, and apparently this is this guy's first day in the skid steer here. He's I'm making an assumption that it's a he. Having a bit of a slow time at it. Well, slow and steady wins the race. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I don't know about in this case though. Cleaning up a bunch of tree debris that they cut down. So these lots back here are actually owned by a, where they are, by a first-time developer that has been trying to develop houses there for 7, 8 years, and I think their problem is that they're first-time developers and took on a big project that they were going to build net zero houses and solar panels and all sorts of stuff, and I'll be honest, my neighborhood's a relatively weak market. They bit off a lot more than they could chew. They should have started with just a couple houses. At least they didn't build them on spec. Well, okay, he's just gone. Well, this should be the last wall on the second floor of any size. It's the doorway. Just they'll fit. Yeah, they'll fit. There we go, just like I said. Alright, so this up here, unlike the third floor, does maintain a doorway through, just in case it's needed to get stuff through, or you want the whole house combined, not a separate suite. Multi-purpose, basically. So we're extending out with the short walls that you saw, and then just a door that will lock from this side, and like probably moving stuff through seems easier on these front stairs, so even just for that purpose, for like getting furniture in or a refrigerator, seems to make sense. Well, now you're in a pickle.
Yeah, I got stuck. There it goes.
It's a good thing it wasn't like an eighth of an inch longer. It would have never made it.
Yeah, now what?
Well, I think it's got to go upsy daisy and around and through
Yeah.
and down under and around town. Oh. No, I wasn't worried about getting hit. It's just stuck on the doorknob.
Keep you stuck. See, wait.
We didn't even check for any lath nails or anything up there. Hopefully it's clear.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Oh, well, if you just lean it,
Yeah, but that's it.
you're still catching something.
Stuff up there.
Alright, guess we're gonna have to check that out. Well, got it pretty close. It's in at the bottom.
It's like a ladder.
Well, that ended up being a lot of work for one little doorway. Well, I said this wall out here was the last full wall. This is the last actual wall, and oh, good. I was worried. I was really worried you weren't going to be able to handle picking that up yourself.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah, now the question is, can you find the lines on the floor? They just kind of blend in with the dust.
They have disappeared. That's a good question.
They're right there. I can see them through the... You're too far. You're on the wrong side.
I can't see because there's a shadow right there.
Ah! You're too far. This way. Back to you. It's right there.
There's a shadow.
Tack that in place. Okay. This, I think this side, well, you know what's funny?
Yeah,
I can see it through the phone screen, but I couldn't see it with my own eyes.
Ready?
Yeah. Ah. Well, that was dumb. There we go. I think we need a plumbing device. Alright, so I noticed one thing we didn't account for is how much the floor slopes. That's more than an inch, less than 2. We'll figure that out when it becomes a problem. Well, wouldn't you like to see these prices again? Pork chops for 69 cents? Nice. Alright, with that half wall in, that completely completes the second floor work. So, saw all this on the first and second, our first and third episodes here. Oh no, it doesn't complete. I lied. We gotta close that doorway in. But we're gonna use old wood for that. Well, My excitement was slightly premature. And don't worry, safety springs are still in place. Well, back up here in the morning, while it's not super duper hot on the 3rd floor, need to get this closet built over here and checked in with the owner. I said leave the stuff up top, they'll see what they want to do, and just make the closet that height, which makes sense to me, honestly. The closet being 12 feet tall at the peak be maybe a little weird, so we'll get the ceiling lowered a little in there. It's a 2x5 closet, and then that allows us to close in the separation here, but we're probably going to wait a little bit because the last spot in the house with any plaster up is right here, so we'll let them pull down, do whatever. That's not nailed at the top. It's just sitting there. So we'll be almost finished up here. Just like everything, not quite. This is what happens in the morning. Took my measurement, didn't take the 3 inches off for the top and bottom plate, so now I gotta trim it. But at least it's a short wall, short in length and height. Tall wall going up, just tall enough for the door to work right. Make sure you got the correct end to the correct end.
Which is the correct end?
I don't know how you set it down.
That's smaller opening and this is larger.
Yeah, the longer end goes toward this end, toward you.
So I got it backwards.
Yep. It does have a convenient opening in the middle for moving. Ruh-roh.
There's a saggy ceiling.
It's probably pretty tight. We may need a bigger hammer to get it past the angle to back where it's
because it's cut too.
even with it again.
Gonna move the whole protector.
Yeah, don't fall through the hole since you moved to the chair. Yeah, that's the ticket. Right in. Perfect. This bottom needs to go forward slightly. Well, also tight that way, but...
We gotta find our 90.
Nice. Yep. And then build a little cap. Putting on drywall nailing. Oh, screwing, backer, whatever. I got the low, Dave's got the high. So, this is still not my favorite wall we've ever done, but the brick was just so wonky from moving over time, and it's good and solid. It's been tuck pointed inside and out, so hopefully it's not going anywhere else. But you know, we worked with the conditions that we were given. That again, joys of renovation make you think more than new construction, and I enjoy that. A lot of work for a small little closet, but good to have a closet up here, and I think a water heater goes in there as well for this unit portion, the guest suite. So the last task we'll come back for, closing that wall up after MEP rolls through so they can maintain access to work through here as we work on the porch that will be down those steps. Right now it's just a big long last step